Okay, this morning my sister needs to go to the doctor's office, so we're gonna go, and then I'm gonna show you some of this traffic that you can become familiar with. Okay. Watch this. You record while you're driving so you can see the traffic. I'm gonna use the GPS I remember. Schedule today is the first day back to school, so here we are in the morning, and the key to driving here in the Philippines is don't be too nice and don't be too rude, to just kind of go with the flow. Transportation right there, tricycles. There's not really two lanes, even though it's marked. That's not really two lanes, it's really one, and then you have to be careful because people just stop and park anywhere. Okay, now you're going to see the real situation here. See there, they just pull over on the side and just park right there. They've got to get something to eat and a little bit of trash. Schools is coming up. Tricycle drops off his passenger. Pass on the left and the right, you gotta be careful. Let's go with the flow. There's a high school, one of them. There's one of the colleges. Core, private. And roll now. Computer science, criminology, hospitality, business administration, whatever you like. Jeepney, those are from World War II. They've preserved them and they use them for public transportation. It's real cheap to ride that. I can't remember. It used to be like 7 or 8 pesos and jump on there and go from one side of town to the other, so it's like 15 cents. There's a traffic signal that they installed which is functioning, but it's always blinking, so they don't really use it as it was designed. They just kind of constant caution. There's the traffic guy. He's waving to people, so he takes control. It's manually directed. There you go. There's a couple of them. There's the trash guys picking up. And in the Philippines, they won't just pick up the trash like that. They'll take that to the recycle and they'll separate everything. And oh yeah. Jeepney that's just up there in front of us. Here's my wife's alma mater. That's the Philomar Christian University coming up on the left there. She graduated. Here's the Jeepney. You see that little sign right there? It says My Reclama. That's if you have a complaint That's your number to call. So you call them and register your complaint, and of course they won't do anything about it, but you can feel better. There's Men's Hospital again over there, the pink one. And we're gonna go down here to the main intersection here in Roxas City, one of them anyway. Oops, we got a little, somebody's gonna stop and pick up, get their 10 peso fare. All right, here we go. Around the corner, and here we go. Fuentes Drive. There's a lot of stuff on this road. There's Capiz National High School straight ahead, and then off to the side here is the campus of the Capiz Institute of Technology. So you got the college campus right here in town, and also the National High School. And we come around to the coffee shops, and here's James's birthplace here, St. Anthony's Hospital, right here on the right. This is where James was born, right here. So that's two of them. And we'll get a picture of Doctor's Hospital where the baby was born later. Right now we're heading to Centrum, which is kind of a modern facility, actually. I was there before, and they diagnosed me with a hernia that I got while I was living here in the Philippines from wrestling with the pigs. And the guy wanted to give surgery. He wanted to cut me open and then put a mesh inside, which is a good thing I didn't do it, because when I got back to the States, I saw the research that people were collecting money from the people who had the mesh surgery because it doesn't work, or it doesn't work like it's supposed to. So I'm glad I didn't do that. I just listened to my wife, and sometimes when I'm doing some work or whatever, I wear a binder. Anyway, going into Roxas City now, we're going to turn down McKinley Street. And I don't know if it's named after President McKinley or not. Probably. Philippines is very friendly to the U.S., so we're going to go down McKinley here and head towards Banaka, which is a big fish place. And then that's where Centrum is. Opening day of school here in the Philippines. This is an elementary school, so look at that. You'll look over here. This is the gathering here. Opening ceremonies in the Banaka Elementary School. Look, check this out. There you go. I don't see uniforms.
They do. I saw one kid.
No, they're not.
No, they're all. One is wearing a uniform. There is one there too. They did not wear a uniform.
You gotta be careful. Look at all the children. Look at that. Okay. Now you say in the U.S. that Pates Creek Elementary is unorganized. Awesome. And you weave your way through here. And you know what? I don't even know if this is one way or not. I have no. I don't know if this is one way or not. I have no idea. How are we looking over there? You all right? This is where I walked before when I was staying here. I used to walk all the way over here.
Sa high school at sa private school na St. Mary.
I walked over here back in those days when I was trying to find the COVID vaccine, because I was desperate to get out of here. I wanted to go back and see my mom, and I could not find the vaccine. They just didn't have it. Did not have it. So, unfortunately, there was a delay. But eventually, we found it. Okay. So there you go. That should give you an idea of what it's like to drive. You got to be extra careful. Take your time. And, don't be in a hurry. Okay, look above the gas.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
And it says the health center. Yes, that's it.
Dia doon ang moto diyang hospital.
That's it. I didn't remember exactly because this gas station is new, but I knew it was the health center. Yeah, this is where they This is where they take your blood pressure when you go in there, and everybody's 120/70, man. There's no problem with the blood pressure here. Yeah, I watched it when I was here before. Everybody's no problem. No problem. Yeah.
Except my mother.
No, not if you go here. I guarantee you, your blood pressure's fine if you go here. Okay. Here's a little bit of the first road construction that I've seen since we...
Maybe this? No.
What? No, it's over here. As far as I remember. This is how they repair the roads here. It takes forever, but they make it all cement, so there's no asphalt. No blowing of the horns. Now that's a new one.
I wonder why.
Oh, there it is right there.
Kadalya St. St. John's.
St. John's, yeah, that's where Caleb went. High school. And this is it.
Hanggang di building ka kumunta. Kumon.
Can you believe I walked here before?
1:1.
More than once.
One-on-one eh? Mo dada di dun.
There you go. That's the regular entrance right there.
Ito entrance.
Yep.